we're live.
Hello, live. This is Ian, the DM. We are here today, gathered, to enjoy another aspect of Dungeons and Dragons, which is the side quest. Now, before our brave adventurers can go on their side quest, they must first deal with their other side quest, aka
called the main quest.
the main quest, aka the Amulet of Talmuk and all the mercenaries you guys just took stuff from. And that you defeated. Now let's see if I still have the... So this is how it was. You guys raided it. You found one of Snake's pawns, agents. The others did not survive. Luckily, Snake, your level 6 is the one that survived.
Hooray! The important one.
Here. The level 1s did not. And so you guys found that they had the Amulet of Talmuk, also known as the Bane of Artifice. And its special ability is once it's charged up, it reverts something back to its natural state, destroying all bonds, curses, restoring missing limbs, ability points, that kind of thing. Maybe even restoring someone that's very close to dead or just recently died. But you also know that if it's used on you guys who have the dragon stuff, you'd lose your dragon, I guess, connections. Because you weren't born with the dragon connections, so you don't get to keep them if the amulet is used on you.
Mossus wasn't born with a bird.
Oh no.
I don't think. Will he still get his bird?
You can reform the bond. Akane would briefly
That's true.
not be bonded with our dear Mozgus. And who knows what Akane's keen mind would have it start doing. Now,
3 intelligence, yeah.
Onan, Cass, you've knocked out, or actually, there's.
I don't think we killed
I'm
anybody.
forgetting who you killed.
We didn't kill anyone.
We didn't kill anyone. We managed to. We did something.
Oh, the merciful weapon stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
So you didn't kill any of them. So
Not
you
for us
guys
to try.
wanted to.
Yeah, that's
go
true. You really
and-
wanted to.
You guys were going to likely frost icy tomb them while they were asleep or knocked out, and then transport them in a bag. Because you guys are getting to be extremely adept kidnappers.
Snatch and grab. We are the
So
What we deal
you-
with, and we should interrogate them, but we'll do that at a later time when we don't have a clam to go catch. Because that could take the whole session. Who knows?
That good.
We got enough time for clam.
Now, you stuff them in a bag, and are you going to, now that you have the amulet, are you going to teleport to the city of Hixzu, where you know the anvil likely is?
I mean,
Let's
we
see,
know her
how
exact
far?
headquarters, right?
Actually, unless you used one of Frosty's big teleports, you would end up 100 miles from Hixu, which actually your bird would transverse in like 2 hours.
Not
That's
bad.
assuming, of course, that you landed on target, which I know is sometimes a difficulty.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because we want the amulet to charge sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So regular teleport or long teleport?
I mean, what? Why?
I don't actually know what a second jump is. Imperial capital.
Yeah, well, if the capital is actually now just a regular teleport away from Hiksu.
Okay. Maybe that's why they built them, those places. Who knows? Could be part of the lore. Let's do a long teleport to Hiksu because we're a regular teleport away.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me do a secret GM roll. Okay. It's not so secret. I forgot to put GM roll. Teleport Pathfinder.
I mean, even if it's not secret, I don't know what number I'm supposed to be looking for anyway. So
That's true.
Well, you guys have been there, so you actually do land. Are you going to try to land just outside of the Anvil's headquarters?
I guess so.
Okay. Also, do you just leave the carriage just in the
we'll
middle
push it
of
to the
road?
side. We'll push it to the side.
Okay.
Wait, didn't we push it to the side before?
We'll do it again. We'll push it to the other side.
Okay.
So, like, let's use a place for more people.
So you push it to the side, and rounding the edge, just as you start teleporting, is what appears to be a merchant caravan starting to come around the corner. Your teleport happens. You
I should
end
have
up.
probably left a note that says, this was a lawful activity, don't worry. No people were harmed in the making of this caravan wreck.
You can totally use this as a level 1 adventure hook.
Yeah. I'll do an entire side story where you guys are level 1 people who keep encountering the strange debris of this campaign. You teleport to the Anvil, to the Order of the Anvil, the Anvil's headquarters in Higsu. Actually, I think I have a Doctor Who sound, but I'm not going to worry about that. I have a lot of sounds on this border, and it's kind of hard to do all the right ones. You end up, you startle the guards in front, there are 4 guards, more guards than before, but when they see you, and, the massive bird actually had to be hostile for you guys to actually teleport, because Akane would take up way too many.
She'll jump out once we're settled.
But at the sight of your giant bird and the fact that all of you look completely used to just appearing out of thin air, one of the guards runs inside while the others kind of take up a defensive position by the door. The guards, the guard who left after about 10 seconds comes back and says, "They're allowed in. The Anvil is anticipating them." The guards kind of put down lower their weapons and step to the side to let you in. You open it and you see and the Anvil is there in a human form, in full armor, looking more like a full plate armor, looking more like a paladin than a dragon. But just taking a look at her eyes, you know that she is much more powerful than your average paladin. She doesn't take that many steps to hide the fact that she's actually a dragon.
It's probably just more convenient to be human in human cities.
Oh yeah, for the human-sized workshops, it definitely is. She beckons you in and says, The Dawn Callers said that I should be anticipating you soon. I don't know why, but please come in. We'll go to the inner sanctum. She leads you through several doors, bypassing several layers of traps, until you guys are finally at the heart of the Order of the Anvil's headquarters. It's actually a surprisingly comfortable lounge with like a fireplace going, a like ever burning lights, a big library just all along the walls, and a bunch of seats and cushions, not unlike those you've seen in Cadalatrix's hoard. She says, "You have come here for a reason, I presume. May I ask why you've come back so soon after I've expressed my annoyance at your actions?"
And the entire party stays silent.
Guess. It's a guessing game. No.
What are we, a social party? In a court intrigue? No. None of us has ever had a conversation.
This is why you guys went artifact hunting.
Mhm.
So you
Sure.
wouldn't have to talk with people.
We are like 2 weeks out of practice, but you know, what? Onan steps up first and says, "Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Onan. And you know the rest of these folk. We found the amulet of Talmec, and we need
The
to."
moment you say the amulet of Talmec, she narrows her eyes slightly and focuses very much on you. Go
we,
on.
we, we got it. It's out of charge, and we think you can charge it at any ley line, which there's one in the area that you're familiar with, right?
She sighs and says, "Yes, there is one that I can charge this with, but once it is charged, I cannot touch it. Nor can any of you who have accepted the gift of the pillars.
Really? Why would that be?
It will, without knowing how to use it, its power might be triggered by unskilled hands.
Ah.
And it would be triggered on whoever is currently in contact with the amulet. I do not know that much about this amulet, other than the Dawn Caller has warned me of it, and that fully charged it will break my oath to the Empire."
It's a strong amulet.
She says, "There's a reason why it has not been used in a very long time. There's only one being that I know who has used it, and it is, well, in a past life. It is a man, woman, it changes depending on the cycle, called Sarajin. And they're the only one to have used it in recorded history that has, in a way, survived the process."
In a way. That's all that makes-
Sarajin is a samsaran. When they are a race that goes through the cycle of death and rebirth and remember some of their previous lives. Sarajin is a particularly adept samsaran who remembers using this amulet and actually knows how to safely handle it. This amulet could break someone's connection to their gods, their connections to their summons, their connection to a power, their oaths. It is called the Bane of Artifice. It destroys what isn't natural. Not so good for civilization. She gives a kind of a wry smile. But it will be quite useful against whatever ails the Black Summoner. He can reestablish his connection to his summons. And whatever curse he has, this will solve.
I suppose it won't identify the problem, just fix it, huh?
Oh, you will... part of my warning about this amulet is that what if it actually cures someone, or breaks a curse, or destroys a bond, Depending on the strength and energy in that bond, it can be materialized into either an explosion or into a manifestation of whatever it is.
There's gonna be a boss fight.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good warning.
Yes. The person who would know the most is Sarajin. And I do not work closely with them. Kidalatrix might know where Sarajin is, or your comrade the Belnorn. The Belnorn has worked with Sarajin in the past.
Mm-hmm. We'll add that to our list of things to do.
More side quests.
Yay, side quests.
Or to be fair, this is a side quest that you kind of activate once you actually want to do
no.
stuff with the
This is the campaign now. Kill one side quest, 2 more take its place. Fair Hydra.
the Hydra of side quests. Yes. Welcome to my life. But
Okay.
she says, I will take the amulet and I will guard it. Personally.
Do you
For
know how long it'll take to be ready?
I do not actually know, but I am patient. And I don't really need to sleep. And this is far too powerful to allow for it to fall into someone else's hands. So, may I ask who you plan to use or what you plan to use it on? If you used it on the throne of the Empire, you might destroy the mantle. That would be a terrible thing. Or if you used it on the Black Summoner, you might cure them. If you used it on the Prince, who knows what would happen.
Would he stop being an enormous prick?
No.
She thinks about it. She says only if he was supernaturally compelled to be a prick.
You never
If he
know
was
with what
born a dick, then no.
With what happens in Ruhat, you never know.
I don't know if we ever actually discussed as a group, but I would assume, or my personal thought, would be to cure the Black Summoner first.
Hmm.
I agree.
Because he has a weaker
That will-
curse, to my understanding. So it would be
That'll also take
easier.
pressure off the voice, which means the
Right.
voice can aid us more in the court.
I'm actually, just as an aside, we really need to see if the the Emperor is anywhere near sending an assassination squad against us. Because
Mhm.
any time he could just decide to do it, and the voice can't actually stop that.
There is as part of the as a member of the Department of Internal Harmony, you do know that the Emperor has his own branch of assassins called the Emperor's Hand, who, well, no one else but the Emperor controls.
Hmm.
So you're actually right in being paranoid about that. But it
Okay.
seems for now the voice has kept you out of the Emperor's sight. Which has been a blessing in this case. Now, she takes this amulet, says, I must make preparations, but I will let you know when the amulet is charged. I will put it on the strongest ley line I can, in the greatest temple that I know, and I will guard it personally. When it is charged, I will ask you retrieve Sarajin, so that he might prepare the amulet and make the energies within it stable. I do not know how, and I do not want to risk it purifying me. She says, you can tell that purifying is in quotes. There is a reason why this hasn't been used in a very long time, although the Dawncaller or Sarajin would know more. I just know it is dangerous. And since it can break magical oaths and bonds, I am very wary of it.
Okay.
But if that is all,
I think that's all.
oh, she snaps a finger. Ninu, I have collected him. He is out there. He said he would want to speak with you next time
Wasn't he
you
building an
made
army?
contact.
Wasn't
He said he had some kind of information about Ruha.
Interesting. We should definitely go talk to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you guys, you leave the inner sanctum, and you find Ninu waiting like 3 rooms over, just like bouncing on the balls of his feet. His golem armor behind him, and Bao Bao currently like napping on the floor in a patch of sunlight. He goes, friends, yes. Hello there. It's been far too long. I have much news to tell you, although I think you already know a little bit of it. The prince is a traitor.
No
Yeah, we got
way.
that part.
This is brand new information.
I had no way of really contacting you. I don't do sendings. That's a cleric thing. He brushes his hand through his fur. You must understand. The prince hired me to do something, and then I helped make him a few excavation golems, and then he said your contract is over, and then tried to mind wipe me. I think that's just standard Rouhani practice, but he puts out a finger and wags it. Ninu is paranoid about memory alteration. And I put a memory inside of my memories. Very complicated magic. They only wiped the first and second layer, but not the third. Ninu remembers.
Very clever.
Okay.
Oh, I am beyond clever, Ninu says, puffing himself up. There is a power struggle in Ruha, as the current existing ruler does not like Prince Ruha coming back. Yeah, the prince has some bad blood, seeing how, killed his older brother, or younger brother. It's very confusing with the princes. But, they were messing, the traitor prince, was messing with Monska ruins and ley lines. Something like we found in the orb chamber.
That sounds dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous. But I don't know enough about ley lines to actually know how dangerous. So I thought I would tell you, so you could find out someone who knew enough about ley lines to tell how dangerous. I also told the anvil. She said it was very dangerous.
Okay.
Glad we're
I'm
all
getting
on
a
the same
distinct feeling of
page.
danger.
But also learned interesting thing. Yes. Saw a map of ley lines. Imperial capital is on nexus of ley lines. Did not know that. Turns out Imperial capital is where old provincial capital of Monska Empire was. Built on ruins. Whole city.
Huh.
That's not good.
Buried very, very deep. Most of them destroyed in the Cataclysm. Or in the war preceding the Cataclysm. Monska history is very strange. Not much is there. It's hard to be a scholar of something of so little. He kind of puts his upturned paws up.
Could you
Kind of shrugging.
could you show us on the map could you give us a map of the ley lines?
Oh, I can give you some from memory. But saw the map, they didn't let me keep it. Let's see. He starts doing an illusion on, like, he creates an illusion of the map of the Empire and starts using his finger to trace ley lines. There are many small ley lines all throughout the Empire. think of like the Nile River, how it has a bunch of small rivers that feed into it or go out of it.
Mhm.
Tributaries.
And you actually see Ruha. In Ruha, all the ley lines are disjointed. It's like someone took the ley line and just smashed it into 1,000 pieces. But across the rest of the empire, you see a few, each province has a few major ones going through, but the imperial capital is actually at the nexus of 3 major ones hitting into each other and then going towards the ocean.
Not the ocean.
So he says, that was very interesting. I asked why. They told me something about there's ruins down there, but they didn't say much more. They probably said what they did because they thought I wouldn't remember, but Ninu remembers. Well, actually, it wasn't Ninu that remembered, it was Bao Bao that remembered. Because Ninu put his copy of his mind into Bao Bao, because why would they check for second mind in Bao Bao? Ha, silly.
Okay, is that a thing you can teach other people to do?
He thinks about it, and he says, I don't know, I have soul connection with Bao Bao.
I have
So
soul
it is
connection
easier.
with. I have soul connection with. And she like strokes the chin of
Rukong.
Rokong. Yes.
Hmm.
I look over.
Well, you see, I custom created spell to help fight against Feeble Mind. Feeble Mind, scariest thing I ever learned of. Scariest thing to happen to Nino. Happened once, never again.
Mhm. Divine caster, not as big a problem, still scary.
You know, it's Feeble Mind. The worst thing one can do, other than the other worst things.
There's
But
always
he says,
something.
yes. Also, Prince now has about 10 excavation golems that I've made.
You don't have a self-destruct on those or something, do you?
They can't attack me, but I can't stop them from functioning.
Hmm.
I put limitations so that they can't be used against me. If I'm within shouting distance, I can deactivate them.
Oh, we can get you there quick.
Oh god, that's dangerous. They're dangerous.
We'll be there, and you just keep shouting the command. It will fly right over them.
Ah,
Okay.
it only matters if they bring it out of Ruha. Not going back to Ruha again. Too many mind magics. Also scary liches.
It's fair. Wait, liches?
Oh yeah,
Let's try.
there's liches on the border.
Why?
They summon sandstorms and kill creatures that make water. They are part of the great defenses of Ruha. Got to see one of them. Liches think they're all so powerful, but Ninu's smarter. I make golems. I don't need to become undead. I also infuse soul with golem. Golem lasts longer than dirty old bones.
So you want to be a lich?
That nerve stuff.
Oh no, I'm better than a lich. He dismissively moves his hand. Lich is easy way out. Lich is, oh no, I died. Ha ha, I've returned again. No, Nino only has one life.
What's your
Nino
plan
makes the
for
most
old
of it.
age? Oh, no plan.
Oh, no. As if when I get too old, I just, create clone of new body. Possess new body. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
It's a good trick.
Oh, only clone of me. I don't use other people. That would be immoral.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Yeah.
Nino, he does not comprehend why you draw a line there. Regardless, he says, getting off track. Main point, Prince now has construction golems. Ruha is in conflict. Their ley lines are fucked up. And, the Imperial capital, buried far underneath Samanska ruins.
What is the prince digging for?
Oh, he was digging up old temples. But as we know, temples used to be able to control ley lines. That's what the Monska people did. They created temples and controlled ley lines. That's why with the ley lines we have today, he points towards the ley line map that he's projected onto the floor. The Monska did all this. We built on top of it, but they did all the groundwork.
Is he trying to make the ley lines fixed or break them further?
I don't know what you could do to the ley lines in Ruha. Big smashed. It's like trying to make vase go back together when it's in 1,000 pieces. Very painstaking. He could be. Prince's mind works in weird ways. He moves his hands around his head like jazz hands. But Prince is not as smart as me. Much more charismatic. Lied to me, and I believed it. I don't even know what he said was a lie. He's so smooth. But when I think everything is a lie, I start distrusting myself. So I think everything that Bao Bao says is likely true unless he's mind controlled. So I put defenses to make him not mind controlled. It's very difficult. Says,
Yeah.
trust is a difficult currency. But I trust you.
Where exactly the golems are?
Oh, the last I saw, they were being put on a transport worm.
No, never mind.
So, but they couldn't actually go through. They couldn't fit into the magical doors, so they just had to be, in the worm's mouth. But very strong. They can survive.
Hmm.
Wait, that's a bad thing. But they are my craftsmanship, so I don't want them to be destroyed. I am torn.
Pride and craftsmanship is always important. Even if the things do bad. No, it depends.
Oh, they're supposed to be good at excavation. Good at excavation. Also good at excavating organs from body.
Oh boy.
They're very multi-purpose. Prince even asked me to make one that a person could fit inside. So I made one or two. Yeah.
Did he
Oh,
pay you at
boy.
all?
Oh yeah, mountains of money. That when I got to the border, I had so much money. Still went here to tell you, so I got paid a second time by the anvil.
Oh,
Well,
That's why I asked no money for you. It's free. He does like little pistol, like gun hands. Yeah, you're my favorite people who don't pay me. Yeah. But the anvil pays me. So I now tell the anvil what I did. But don't tell the prince I told you. That would be bad for my existence. Rouhani assassins are only second to the emperors.
great.
Rouhani are very good at killing people. And at this point, excavating as well.
Okay. Is that all we've got? Ready
Pretty
to
much.
jump
If I remember anything else, I'll tell you.
without sending.
Well,
about
I mean, we'll be back at some
Well,
point.
we have sending.
back.
Why don't we just ping him every week or so?
Yeah, that works.
yeah, so now I'm making some excavating golems for the anvil.
That is the greatest possible gift a craftsman could ask for, is to have their creations fight one another.
I know, I'm being paid both ways. This is what it must be like to be a black arms dealer.
You get money no matter what, no matter who wins.
But on this time, I'm on the side of good. He smiles. Unless the anvil isn't good. But the anvil pays, so I don't worry.
I'm pretty sure she's a good guy.
He's the best guy. But I'm biased.
But unless there's something else you need, I need to get back to making a small batch of golems.
Carry on. Let's
Thank you, thank
report
you.
to the capital.
Well,
I just noticed the Imperial capital on this map is spelled wrong. Imperial capital.
Oh yeah. Capsule.
I also just noted that the person who's been calling TMOs is Tim Aos.
That's okay.
You
I mean,
guys
thought
fucked
the
up
Prince
Prince
the wrong name.
Ruha's name, so I'm expecting half of the names to be gotten wrong by the end of this.
Okay.
Yes.
Moose-gus.
So
Before
the
we
Pearl of Luck, if you guys look on the map, the Pearl of Luck is actually east of. It's southeast of the Empire, of the Imperial capital. So you're gonna go to a small fishing village, and then like spend a day of rest, and then go after the Pearl of Luck, or are you gonna go to the capital and deal with stuff there?
Hmm. I think because we need to take a rest anyways.
We do.
We could rest here. We could rest at the capital. We could rest at some random fishing village. But I don't know how much we can get done at the capital anyways.
Hmm. Why don't we rest here and then teleport? Then we need to teleport again down there. And then is the plan to try to teleport? And if that doesn't work, we'll just try and haul it out.
Oh, right. I had thoughts on that. So, one of the things with lifting something from under the water is that if you bring a buoyant material down, you're effectively having the load. Because if you're pulling it all the way down, whatever force that's giving, you attach it onto whatever you're grabbing. Now you only need to lift half as
I mean,
much.
Akane is buoyant.
I mean, yes, but I was thinking we take some a bit of this forest with us. Fill the bags of holding, maybe?
I think you're overestimating the bags of holding.
No.
also think that's probably not how bag of holding works.
I think he means to take it out after.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Technically, we could. I guess we'd have to fly with them, wouldn't we?
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Well, actually, I have enough spells on so that we can just fly under the water with the wood, where it's not actually weighty at all. Or
Doesn't
fly at the surface of the water.
Doesn't ice float?
Ice does float.
I mean,
Ice floats.
My God,
Oh, shit.
it's so simple.
That's a really, really good idea, actually. If you can just cone of cold and make a giant
Make
cone
it,
of ice.
you know, make ice and yeah, peace out.
Yeah.
If you could
That's-
just cover the entire clam in a huge ice cube.
As if you could encase it
Oh,
in ice
shit.
in a tomb of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough ice. You need the largest radius cold spells you can get.
I don't know. Covering the
Dangerous.
entire clam in a layer of ice? That's a lot of ice. I think you're missing. Meta-wise, I think this clam is like a city. Or some bullshit. It's huge.
Yeah, but that's surface area versus volume.
Yeah, but it's
Where,
not.
because it's big.
Strangely enough, Icy Prison is a reflex save.
Okay.
How much
okay.
ice is on Icy Tomb? Or whatever that was?
Icy Prison is 1 inch thick per caster level around a target.
Yeah,
It has to be
it's
one
way
creature.
better than Kona Cold. That's way more volume.
Okay. Okay, we can add a cone of cold on top.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
limit to how many spells you. Just spam all your ice spells and just keep adding on this stupid ice cocoon around it.
Or we
Oh,
could
this
just
is a
lift
way
the
better
damn
plan.
thing.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ready for Operation Clamsicle? Ice Clam? I can't think of anything.
Clam Haven.
Clams on ice. Coming.
Operation? We'll think of an operation name on the way down.
So also, do you think that maybe they're just to put some considerations here? There might be creatures around the clam, or trying to stop you just stealing the clam away.
Oh shit, didn't even think of that. I have no aggressive spells in this at all. But I do have swim speed and
If we have freedom
water
of
breathing
movement,
for everyone in the party.
yeah, if we have freedom of movement, we can do it.
You guys will be fine. I should probably put like one offensive spell here somewhere. If we don't need animal growth anymore, I can actually.
Oh, I don't like that's just a bonus for me, but you don't need it.
Okay. What's my good 6th level spells?
Yeah, some of you are starting to get into 6th level spells.
I've had them for a level already. Labor is Earth, well, Stone. I have only picked out like utility spells in all the 6th level spells. Whoops. Lightning storm, maybe.
In the water.
Yeah. I don't remember if there's a note about that not working.
That sounds like a brilliant
I'm
idea.
worried about the splash, the giant AoE that may occur. Is all.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there a thing with water? Oh, yeah. Hold on. You guys do your thing. I'm thinking science here. Oh, yeah.
Lightning storm. I call lightning. The spell functions indoors and underground, but not underwater. Damn you.
Ha!
Yep, they stop you from just spamming like storm clouds underwater.
These fucking bastards. Why?
How dare they?
Okay, shaman. This.
I hope this works.
Oh, I also have cone of cold. That's right.
So you want to raise the clam up?
Via buoyant ice.
If we were trying to, we could.
Also, once you get it close enough to an island, are you just gonna like roll it onto the island, or
Drag it onto the island, or I could use move earth and just.
move the island underneath the clam?
Yes. Jeez, move earth even a shaman spell? Oh no, it's not. I need to use it as a whatchamacallit. There should be a shaman spell. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. Wait, is that a sentient clam? I wonder. Maybe we should
We
bring
have no
one
idea.
across. Be like, here you go. Be a happy clam.
If it turns out we don't want to kill it, I do have air breathing so that it can survive on the island for a bit. If you want to just chuck it back in later.
I'm gonna
So you
bring
guys
some
are gonna freeze it, bring it up to land,
giant blocks of stuff.
Oh, it's gonna
unfreeze
take
it.
so long
get-
to thaw. Okay, I need to bring some fireballs or something to thaw. Oh no, we can shape ice, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, Chelsea, you sound so clear. Oh,
I thank you. This is my Yeti microphone.
I like it. I like it.
Corporate shell. No, but it sounds awesome. So
Apparently, I sound quiet in the stream though. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Because everything
know.
is boosted up, so I don't know. Anyway, that's another issue for another time.
Oh god, phone stepping so loud.
That could be
Okay.
a setting of me. Let me.
No, it was her audio I was listening to.
No, yeah, not on this stream.
Oh, okay.
My stream.
I don't need minor creation anymore. Right, waves.
I will be right back, guys.
okay. Yeah, as all of you might want to think about what you would do in underwater combat.
Drown.
Basically, the only person who isn't able to fully swim normally is Mosgus, because he doesn't need to because he's on
I'm
a
using a
con.
piercing weapon. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And you're using
Well,
water
if you
breathing.
guys have freedom of movement
Oh, the bird
on
would.
you.
I
Will
would.
this affect my invisibility?
I don't think so.
Will you just
No.
drop like a rock if you have freedom of movement in the water?
This is something
God,
that I don't know.
Like, you-
No one has to worry about that because I do not have enough freedom of movement for everyone. What I have instead is ride the waves, which is a swim speed 30
Oh,
and
okay.
water breathing.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna dive to the bottom of the ocean and fuck it. Free fall.
Which is this game?
Okay. Do I need glue seal? Probably wouldn't hurt. I don't need
A little
wood
bit
shape.
did hurt though.
It would hurt a lot. What if you like got it on your hand and you were just closed your hand and oh no.
Oh, how much time for crafting have we had since last session, by the way? Just as a note.
The last session?
Yeah.
A day.
Okay.
You guys raided the bandit camp, teleported to Ixu, and then waited a day. Or teleported to Ixu and then teleported to a small random fishing village.
Okay.
Still don't
I
know which one
want-
you've chosen.
You guys want bark skin?
Nah.
Okay, level 2 spells, but I got damage. I don't have many damage spells, to be
It's
honest.
fine.
Burning Gaze.
Your clerics aren't really the blasty type, typically.
Well, I'm not even a cleric. I'm a shaman.
You steal enough of the spells.
I only steal 2 per level, but they're really good ones. Tree shape. Oh, I can turn into a tree. So add
That's
points.
useful underwater.
Hey, it's like an ejector seat. Okay, I press that button, whoosh, to the surface. Create a slippery sheet of ice on the ground. I don't think so.
So useful.
Summon a swarm of bad sprats or spiders. That's probably not going to go great.
Most spiders don't live underwater.
Oh, there is one. It's really cool. Anyway.
But unfortunately, I think Vomit Swarm doesn't do. And you summoned the exact type of spider that can live underwater.
Yeah, of course that one. That's always the one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a spell I can cast that will make the clam believe it's drowning and swim to the surface. But I don't think that's going to be allowed.
You gotta make a clam think it's drowning.
It just seems kind of mean, actually.
You're To be fair, you guys are antagonizing the clam by freezing it.
It won't notice.
Hey.
It'll be frozen.
Until it's unfrozen, because you need to unfreeze it to actually go.
Well, when it's on
like-
land, it won't do much, probably.
Oh boy, Ian, you're going to love this spell. Oh boy, this is perfect for this one exact situation. It's like 3 of those, and then what else could we use? I don't think Burning Gaze is going to be great underwater, but it's basically the only attack spell in this whole list.
Yeah, something about it doesn't seem like it'll mesh well.
Wisdom, Plant Voice, Quick Change, Raven's Flight, Remove Paralysis, Scare.
So once Chelsea gets back, I assume we'll be good to go.
I think
Yes.
so. Oh, dang. That's cool.
Thanks.
I'm there for you.
Okay, wait, how does this work? You create an aura around the target weapon that weakens a foe's magical defenses. The first time each round, the weapon strikes a creature with spell resistance. That creature's spell resistance is reduced by 5 per 1 round. But then it says the spell resistance can be further reduced every round by subsequent hits. I don't know how that's supposed to work, though, because it only lasts 1 round.
Send me link.
Okay.
I will try to parse.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Well, I assume that the party has gone to random fishing village to rest.
Mhm.
Actually, no, you guys just rested here. Oh.
Let me get move earth anyways.
So yeah, soon we'll go there, or we'll rest and go there. You know, because why would we rest at a weird fishing village when we could rest, you know, at the Anvil's place?
Yeah,
No,
true.
just to be a nice patron, right? To make them real nervous.
You visit a fishing village and they're like, who are you? And you're like, people from the court. It's like, we haven't seen a person from the court in 5 years. You just go, well, you have now.
Here's the visit. Looks great. Let's keep it going.
First time each round, the weapon damages a creature with spell resistance.
Hey, this
I
is nice.
guess it's because the duration is 1 round. It actually is like until the end of the next round. So you could reduce something spell resistance by 10 by on the first round hitting it, then on the second round hitting it.
Interesting. And then on its turn, it would no longer have.
At
Or
the
go
end of
back
the
to
initiative order, I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, that sounds too weird. I'm not gonna click that.
Yeah, it's weird. That is a oddly done spell.
Okay. And we don't need bull strength because we already have rage. Animal messenger, nah.
Okay. Well, let me see with that teleport to the. Actually, are you guys just gonna teleport into the middle of the ocean?
I thought we were gonna teleport directly to next to the clam.
Yeah. Oh, like actually underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the plan that
Okay.
I thought the plan was that we were going to fly out until I sensed that we were over my orb, and then teleport to where we needed to be.
Hmm.
That's what I remember, but that was months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plan shift. So
And if we just want to teleport somewhere, so we're not in a random spot in the ocean and don't know where, we could go to whatever island we're planning to drag this thing to.
Hmm.
And then fly down from there. But yeah, the fastest route would definitely be just teleport straight to it.
well, I need a party vote on are you teleporting directly to it or not?
Yeah.
Also, it's gonna be fucking dark down there.
I
Some of
dark
you have
vision.
dark vision, so you'll be fine.
was gonna say I have not that. I have see invisibility.
Oh, then
No,
I should-
racially, some of you can see in the dark. Like
Oh.
Laura, you can see in the dark.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So
wait.
can TMOs.
I forgot about the whole darkness underwater thing. I'm gonna see if I can get some big ol' light spell. Daylight, right?
Level
Daylight,
3.
third level spell.
I have some.
That won't give us a way to every predator in the area at all. Actually,
Yeah,
it
who
might
cares?
terrify them.
They're fish.
I actually am gonna cast see invisibility though.
Yeah,
That
it
is,
hurts.
it's a good spell to have.
I will
Only
also
one
cast
air
the
breathing, because if it
invisibility.
resists my air breathing, then fuck it, the clam should die anyways. Daylight times 2. I have 15 minutes of spare water breathing. Or, sorry, 12 hours of spare water breathing. I completely botched what I was trying to say.
Good job, Frosty.
So I assume you're going to cast, like, you have to cast daylight on an object.
Let's cast it on something of Akane's and something of who could get separated from Akane. Probably Tiamos or Shakti would be the most likely. I can get.
And
That's
it's a
like
60-foot radius of light?
Yep, I'm gonna get 3 of them. Shock D, TMOS, and Kane all get light.
Okay.
Cool.
Although Timos does not need to. Timos is dark vision. That's
Oh,
okay.
well, these give more areas for, I guess, the monkey if they get lost. I don't know. Mostly for the shock and awe thing.
So all of you start glowing incredibly brightly. Or not all of you, but some of you. And you guys, because
Oh.
Lalar is the only one who has actually seen this through her orb, she can teleport you guys down.
Okay.
So let me do GM roll 1d100. Okay.
We're at the North Pole
Let me-
again.
Whoops. Didn't mean to go there.
Okay. Oh. God, why can't I? Think I prepared music for this, and then you guys didn't go to it for so long that I don't know where it is on my list.
Are you gonna play Under the Sea?
Okay, I need to find out what its title is. I apologize.
As part of my prep, I also cast Greater Magic Weapon.
Oh yeah, I guess I should cast a couple things.
Okay. 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 You guys
There's 7 of us, right?
teleport. You guys get ready. You cast your water breathing and all that, and you prepare for the bottom of the ocean.
I give everyone Shield of Faith, which is 4 AC.
Ah.
Okay.
Unless
4 deflection bonus.
deflection, yeah.
Does not stack with existing deflection bonus, but if it's higher,
Oh my god.
it is used.
Just clam.
So it also lasts for 11 minutes, which should be long enough to figure out what we're doing.
I had to make this claim. There was no clams.
You don't say.
I'm proud of you, Ian.
Oh wait, I
Thank
have one buff to give to someone right before we teleport.
What's the buff?
That buff is Fortune, which is reroll 1 attack, saving throw, something else. Probably skill checks.
Probably for Akane for lift.
Okay,
lifting
yeah.
this.
Yeah, I could put it on Akane now. I could give it to someone for fighting immediately, because I don't think Akane's going to lift as her first turn.
Probably not. You could save it.
Because it is like 1 round. Wait, teleport takes a casting time, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, then never mind. Do it in combat. We'll do it live.
You guys teleport. It is cold. It is dark. You feel the immense pressure of the ocean on you, only protected by the magic that that's on you.
Actually, it's pretty bright because we're really bright right now.
Yeah, but like you see that you're otherwise in an abyssal darkness other than the brightness you have brought down here.
I love that clam, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
need to go see this clam now.
Wait, if the gem,
That's a
if the stone
great
is just
clam.
on his face, we could just take the stone.
No, that's her spy orb.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wow, that's easy to get.
No, the pearl is inside
I
the
see
clam.
something. I see the edge of something.
Oh no.
Roll perception checks, everyone.
Uh-oh.
That'd be just-
Yeah, okay.
Buttons.
For our
Micro
shop shop.
promotional. Why did I equip 6 glue seals? Oh well, I don't have my other thing anymore.
Just make
Whatever.
it sticky to the water, and then it can't get the water off, right? And then it doesn't
Oh
know
shit,
what to
that's
do.
brilliant. Okay.
Actually,
my
if you
perception.
glue seal their gills, that would be fucking horrifying. But
Jesus.
the game doesn't allow us to do shit
That's
like
not
that.
Moscus, you see at the very edge of the light a place that has not seen daylight since its inception. You see a humanoid finned figure moving. Roll knowledge local.
Oh boy.
Because knowledge local would include the bottom.
Knowledge local is humanoids. Figuring out what stuff about werewolves is technically knowledge local.
I got a 10.
Knowledge local should be renamed like knowledge humanoids. One moment.
I think that's the best knowledge roll I've ever had.
Wait, are you
Uh,
saying that to everyone or just the people who can see it?
Moscus was the only one that rolled high enough to actually notice it.
Oh no.
But once
Okay.
you point it out, other people can look at it, and everyone can roll knowledge local. However, I do believe that Tiamos,
Can I move
Matt.
my thing?
Yep.
Can I move my orb?
as you move it towards,
I don't know if anyone
those
else can
are Shawagan, shark people.
see that. If I don't have any local, what do I do?
You can just roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
However, both. Your intelligence check would be 1d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, just my modifier. Oh,
Yep.
My bad. Might be.
No, no
That'd be
worries.
really good.
Uh,
Her intelligence is like 50.
I am beyond you. Back for the dire dogs. Both Saruman and Tiamos know that Shawagin are shark people that live deep within the ocean. They follow strange shark gods. They can speak with sharks, naturally, and are rather focused on the whole hunter, predator, prey dichotomy. The societies tend to be more focused on strength than like kindness, and they're rather territorial.
Oh, goody.
Are they people though, or are they animals?
I mean, I guess we could just strike up a conversation.
If they're under knowledge local, they're people. They're good in my books.
Do you guys tell us this information?
Yes.
Wait. How? Can we talk to each other? Can we hear?
In the water, yeah, it would just be a little bit wubble wubble.
Oh.
Something.
Well, because you guys have water breathing, you guys can actually talk.
Okay.
As your orb goes over there, and you can kind of see that, Chelsea, they do seem to be taking an interest in you guys because you guys are a bright Christmas tree. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh no.
Sorry. Actually, I guess one of them would,
Crap. Oh no.
swimming towards your light, you see, a bunch of the Shawagan. One of them appears to have red scales rather than the more uniform gray ones. And it speaks. Does anyone know Shawagan?
My cat might.
Your cat knows every language, so...
So
I
my
speak-
cat knows it.
I speak Aquan, but
Oh, okay. They might know Aquan, but your cat translates. You're intruding upon the sacred space. You are you are not supposed to be here, surface dwellers. Leave, or you will be killed.
If they focus more on strength, we should probably not try diplomacy, but just try and maybe intimidate them. Otherwise,
Oh yeah.
Not strong enough.
I mean, if you just like one-shot one of them and just said, "Okay, fuck off."
Oh, I could use
If you just make the bird big, they'll be like, "That's a big bird."
I could do an intimidate, but I can't speak their language, so it wouldn't work as well.
I can try to intimidate them.
I mean,
I can do an assist. If you intimidate, and I'll do an assist.
the cat could do the words for your intimidating action. You strike a pose or whatever you would do.
Your intimidating action is your bird grapples the clam and starts moving. No.
I mean, I also have intimidate.
You could freeze one of the warriors around it and
Yeah, I'm gonna
intimidate across.
I'm gonna take a stab at this, guys.
Go for it.
Stand
Okay.
aside. So I'm going to I guess since this guy is different,
Yeah,
he seems important. So
he has the shiniest coral armor. Yeah.
I will go ahead and do my. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do my ice tomb, my hex
Yep.
on him.
On the red one or the?
Yeah, red one.
Okay. That would be an additional +3, but that is insufficient. Tombed.
And
Roll-
then I proclaim I have wait, hold on, I'm thinking of a word. I have conquered your leader. You will submit to us and let us pass.
As you float out. What language do you say this in?
I have I say it in my language, but I have my cat who's
Translate.
but he's in mist form now.
Okay,
So it
you-
kind of sounds like a double voice going on.
Okay. Roll an intimidate check. You'll get
Okay.
a bonus for
Never used intimidate. Yay.
Okay.
Does the leader start floating up at an alarming rate?
The leader does start floating up.
Damn it.
Ah!
Oh, that's still decent. It's not awful.
Let's see.
And it would get a bonus.
Uh,
And it's honestly against their charisma score, so they don't get a roll.
intimidate is actually against their hit dice plus their wisdom scores.
Oh, sorry, wisdom.
Yes.
They don't look wise to me.
They start swimming into the darkness, leaving their leader to float ever upwards.
Nice.
That was easy.
Hey, maybe.
Okay, we should do this quick though. They might come back.
With friends.
And as they leave, you actually hear a as you think that one of them, the group that tried to escape, probably used some underwater horn or something like that. It sounded like an artificial sound.
Okay, let's
Tomb it,
let's get this clam.
or
Let's
the
get the
reflex
clam.
version. Prison it.
Hmm?
Imprison the clam.
Icy prism.
With the reflex one?
Yes,
Its reflex is going to be god awful.
it's just a big structure.
Okay, so my actual
Actual
spell, not my
spell.
hex.
It should be easier for you.
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck
I'm
is
gonna
it?
make the
There
bird.
it is.
I'll make the bird big once it's in ice, just so I don't
Mhm.
waste any time.
Uh,
I don't think I can do anything to help on this.
Moral support.
Yes.
Actually, TMOS, you'll need to do more literal moral support once we get going.
Yeah.
Can aid another help on a strength check?
I think
The
so.
monkey can aid another.
yep.
The monkey's good at aid another.
And it's not really a
So,
strength check; it's an
everyone's-
encumbrance check.
It's more like just his base weight. This isn't him trying to lift up like
I'm not trying to deadlift
portcullis
it.
because there's time. It's literally just dragging something.
Oh, that's right. I
So
was going to
its
switch those to
reflex
conical.
save would be. It currently has 0 dexterity. No, it has 1 dexterity, but it has a lot of hit dice. Okay. As you guys gaze at the clam below, Lalara burbles a spell through the water. And you see, roll your icy damage on the clam.
I like rarely ever use the spell version of this, so I forget what my damage is. Is it three?
So just look up icy prison. Actually, I have it. It does 1 point of cold damage per caster level. For each round, it is encased. Guys might actually have to, depending on how long this takes, you might have to heal the clam. Or cast protection against energy.
Oh, that
Cool.
would have been a smart thing to prepare. Did I prepare?
Did you prepare any resist energy or
Oh, I have
protection against
resistance.
energy?
Actually, I have protection against energy.
Okay, good. I
You might
don't.
want to cast it on the clam.
Yeah, I think I'll just cast on the clam.
It does not
Either way,
resist you
guys.
giving it the ability not to die from ice.
So is it 3d8?
No, it is a set amount of damage. It is
Oh,
12
okay.
damage per round.
Oh, okay.
And this lasts for 12 minutes.
Coincidentally, we all have protection against ice because it's communal, so I
Alright.
may as well.
So it so it's 100. It's
120
like
points.
a 120 hit point
For
shield
10 minutes.
only against ice damage. Uh, a solid 12 inches of ice
It's a foot of ice.
encase this of solid ice encase this clam. It starts rising,
Oh wow. Well, Kane will.
but slowly.
Oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake then.
I rage.
Bird gets big.
Bird
Uh,
gets fortune.
As
It's
as
fortunate
it
as fuck.
as you go to grab it, the clam rolls a strength check as a full round action to try to break free from the icy prison. Because that is a thing.
Might have to do icy. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
The ice starts cracking as the clam's muscular tongue starts smashing against the ice. This clam will not go quietly into this night.
Man, I wish I had brought Cone of Cold instead
That wouldn't
of living.
that wouldn't help with the problem it's reacting to us.
No, you could literally just snap freeze.
Wait,
a
each round
massive amount of ice.
per cat, each round it is helpless or entangled. Does it get a turn? I'm confused.
Oh.
Is it fatigue? We fatigue?
Oh! Yeah, if it is helpless, it's paralyzed bound. She doesn't get dexterity of 0.
Hey, but Ian, it's a dungeon-sized crab. Maybe something inside isn't helpless.
Yeah, it is helpless. It doesn't actually break it.
Yay!
It's someone else trying to break the icy prison.
Yeah.
It is a full round action. No, that's okay. I have something that's gonna. It's fine. I have plans. So the clam starts rising.
A whale.
Gotta
runs
get
Eh.
into
bird
it.
big.
Oh, okay. Bird is now big.
Bird
Big
is
bird.
raging.
Bird has fortune.
I don't know what fortune does, but sure.
And it just
reroll
starts-
one thing per 1d20 per
Alright.
round.
Yep. We're,
It
we're
starts
going
doing
at
it.
80 plus feet a second. Actually, no. A run, it would be 320 plus whatever buoyancy bonuses. Hang on.
See, you see, there's like shark. You actually see a mass of shark people and what appear to be. You see, actually, you don't see any dark masses below you. The clam's blocking the way.
I could cast invisibility on the clam.
Are you actually
No,
going to
no,
cast
that wouldn't
invisibility on the
help.
clam?
Not much.
We're
not taking anything. See, there's nothing here.
I mean, we'll give the clam back. We just want the thing inside.
I mean,
Today the land has struck a great victory against the ocean.
Here.
Behold, we have stolen your god.
And let me see. Move Earth. There were actually giant squids down there,
Oh,
but you're actually moving faster than the giant squids.
Oh my
So they
God.
try to catch up, but they cannot.
cat.
Can't
God.
tell if that was a real cat or not.
Was that Zavrin?
No, that cat is fuck.
it's
That
Lou.
yeah.
It's Lou.
She sort of sounds like you. It
Oh,
sounds
no.
like you meowing. It's weird.
Lou.
Oh, I love her.
Did I
I'm sorry. I just
accidentally
love cats.
archive that?
One day you'll have to meet Lucy.
Well, it could be in May.
True.
Oh yeah, Tika.
Are you gonna bring your cat to TCAF?
Well, you guys will be in the same, theoretically, a similar city. Mississauga is not Toronto.
She sounds really happy.
She's currently standing on my laptop. Ow.
Oh. Yes. That's what I named it. Island of the Clams. I was trying to find the map to actually put you guys on.
How could you foresee that we'd be dragging it to land?
I don't know. Maybe it's because you guys stated you would.
No, you just thought 10 steps ahead.
5-dimensional chess. So you guys go up to the island that you were aiming for. The icy clam bobs on the surface when you finally break free and fly into the air slightly, breathing air for greedily gasping at air that isn't water. With a judicious use of move earth, which actually moves like a surprisingly large. Actually, that
moves a
takes a
lot.
while.
It moves a lot of stuff, but it only does like 10 feet of depth, so you can't make an ocean or you can't make a mountain, but you can very easily change a landscape otherwise. Wait, does it take a while? How long?
For every 150 square foot square, up to 10 feet deep, the casting takes 10 minutes. The maximum area, 750 by 750 feet, takes 4 hours and 10 minutes to move.
So 10 minutes is all we need. I mean 150 square feet or 150 foot wide squares.
I have a feeling we're all gonna get the bends.
No magic.
You're magically
asked.
protected.
Oh well.
Yes, we're fine.
Yes, otherwise I like forcing you guys to get the bends just seems
Instant death. New characters,
I'm
everybody.
assuming it's 150 foot like length squares, because otherwise it's not that's not a square number. I don't think they would throw that at us for no particular reason.
I'm not gonna worry so much about it.
Okay.
You start moving.
We can also, with
Start
the
moving.
momentum,
You move the island and then you move it up to the island, drag it partway onto the island, and then move a bunch of the island underneath it.
Yes.
and it's icy, so it'll slide a bit too. So
Had this prepared, you knew it would work. Look at the speed.
You
I like how
notice,
something
however, that this island does have a hut on it and a dock.
Just gotta say, I like the image that we've taken it all this way and it's still vertical when we finally dragged it onto shore.
I'm not redrawing this clam.
Okay.
the hours it took.
I agree. That's fair.
Trying to get the
Oh,
correct
actually.
perspective of a beached clam is,
Just-
depressing.
Just
Actually,
think of
if
think
there's
of
a hut-
Ariel's bra. Like that's all it looks like.
Yeah, just a massive, ginormous bra.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's a hut on the island, I'm going to hold back on using Move Earth until I've talked to this person, because maybe we can barter with them in ways of changing the shape of their island.
Clam meat.
That too.
Squid meat.
We haven't found any squids though.
From
Well, actually,
inside.
the squids and the shark people stop pursuing you after a certain point because they don't want to get the bends. It's not good for them
They
either.
were too slow.
They were. You go over to the hut and it's a bit of a strange construction. It looks like it was hastily constructed with magic. Like someone just cast fabricate on a bunch of materials and just threw it into existence. And covering every inch of it is, like, of the walls on the inside, are what appear to be hand-drawn posters of pirates in various states of undress. Mostly women, some men. And there appears to be at the center of this hut, a strange, a feather mattress. So there's a
Nobody
bed
home.
in here.
Yeah, nobody's home.
I'm
Huh?
betting they're out fishing.
Anybody home?
You
There's no boat.
there doesn't appear to be anyone, but you actually see everyone roll perception checks. Okay, people are using their looking abilities,
Looking skills.
looking skills. Wow, that is the second 3 you've rolled on perception, Alexandra.
I could send the monkey out over the water too.
You notice there's a disturbance in the water by the dock. It almost like a whirlpool is opening up, and rising from that whirlpool, you see the mast of a ship.
Hmm.
Oh my.
It's Davy Jones.
He's come to get us.
The Flying Dutchman.
What emerges is a ship that is filled with gleaming wood, magic laden in everything, and an all-female crew.
Mm.
You see, let's see. On the side of it is inscribed, "The Bountiful Booty." And, I guess people roll knowledge history or knowledge local.
Oh.
History. Nope.
Obscure knowledge checks. Oh my. Laura, strangely enough, has actually heard of this group. This ship has been passed down from pirate captain to pirate captain. And it is a pirate ship. So it's usually not on the side of the Empire. But you know that the current captain has mainly been going to distant seas and ports and dealing with the island nation east of of the Empire.
Ooh.
You know that the current owner of the ship is Elan the Generous, a powerful and well-known pirate captain who rules over her crew with what appears to be generally likable attitudes and good pay. She's also wanted for some for piracy. She is a pirate. She has struck at 1 or 2 merchant ships. It seems like this island is one of the secret ports for the bountiful booty.
Is there anything else I know about them? Like, are they violent and kill people? Like,
Well, as with all pirates, they have the capacity for violence, but they generally seem to use they generally seem to use their reputation for the capacity of violence to get what they want rather than like murdering and pillaging everyone. It seems like early in their career they made an example of people so they wouldn't have to bother having to make examples of others. So currently you don't know the last time that they've murdered a ship down, like every man, woman, or child. So you don't know if they're going to be particularly violent.
No, it's not about if they're violent. It's about if we're going to be violent to them.
I mean, if they don't bother us, I don't see why we'd Unless there's a bounty on them.
As the ship pops up, you see the captain look over and go, "Oh, that's a giant clam!"
Oh, you
Oh,
can
no.
see
I
it.
just realized.
And then she looks at, like, the rest of you, and she goes, she seems to think a moment, and then says, and then, like, evidently mutters a curse under her breath. She just asks, "Hello there," as she, like, composes herself. "What brings you to my island? And why have you put a giant clam onto it?"
We'll just be a
Her
minute.
crew seems
Don't worry.
kind of on edge because no one was supposed to be on this island.
Oh, was this your island?
Yes!
Apologize. We didn't realize. We just came from the depths and with this clam here, and we are just trying
The
to.
clam that's rapidly defrosting.
We're just going to crack it open, get what we need, shove it off into the ocean, and then we'll be on our way. Do you mind if we partake in your island just for this purpose for now?
She takes a long look at you, looking at you up and down and sort of nodding approvingly, and then says, Are you the captain of this crew?" She points towards the rest of the group.
Mozgus starts to say something, and then he thinks about it and says, "She is our favorite captain that we've ever had."
Roll a bluff check.
I mean, we don't have a captain.
She steps on Onun's toes. Shut her up.
Sorry, trying to find trapped bluff.
Your bluff shouldn't be too bad.
No, it's actually pretty good, and I'm gonna do the reroll for it as well.
Ah,
Oh, good thing I did.
good thing you did.
What did we call ourselves? Adventuring group?
We never.
What did I
I think
say?
we went with a couple different things and then never
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, do you remember any of those silly
One
ones?
was like the Temple Runners or Fire Chasers?
Fucking
Or
temple runners.
The fire what?
the Fire Chasers? Fire Starters? Fire Enders?
Fire
Something to do
bringers?
with fire. Fire
Enders
Bringers. That
Fire.
sounds ominous.
Volcano makers.
No, we don't want it. No one knows about that. No one will ever know about
It'll
that.
add to our fearsome reputation. We don't want people to know that the volcano was the worst thing we've done. Or you could do Ruha's finest.
God.
Okay, so she thinks about it and she says, "Well, it's good that you've tamed the menfolk of your crew. You don't want them stomping around making everything worse."
I couldn't agree more. You give them an inch and they take a mile.
So, you're just going to be on my island plundering that clam.
Yes, we are.
Well, seeing how it's my island, I believe that I'm entitled to some of the plunder.
I'm sure we can work something out.
What's so important in this here giant clam that you're willing to take it from the depths below?
Well, it's big enough it has to have something good.
Roll a
I'm
bluff check.
not-
It'll be an easy bluff check, but
Okay.
it's still a bluff check. You know
Wait,
exactly
how do
what's
I-
in that clam.
Oh, there's bluff. Hey! Stuff I've never used before, but I put good stats in them.
Right?
Yeah, you have a lot of skill points because of your stupid high
I'm
intelligence.
not rolling very well, but
She narrows her eyes a bit and says, "Oh, then you won't mind if me and me crew take a look at take a good hard look at that clam while you're plundering it."
nope.
Great.
Wait,
Fantastic.
It's the pearl of wisdom that we're looking for, right?
A pearl
Oh,
of
well.
luck.
Pearl of
I mean,
luck.
anything else in there, also ours. But
Anything on their ship could also be ours.
if we tried hard enough,
They're criminals. What they have is
are
forfeit.
Moscus would
saying.
know. Are they actually criminals, or are they working?
Well, you currently aren't in the Now, okay, this is
Uh-oh.
actually a
International.
strange bit of law. Because
Oh, they're under maritime law. Right.
this island is in some maps claimed by the Empire, and in others is not actually shown. So it depends on the era of Bay Empire map you look at to see if this is actually owned or not,
Huh.
or claimed by the Empire. And if they aren't actually in the Empire, there aren't actually any laws that are about this. So you'd have to go off of your own moral judgment.
I mean, if they're wanted by the Empire,
They're likely wanted by one or two governors in the Empire.
They may not be the worst of the pirates, though. In which case, having them on the seas is sort of like having good bacteria. It fills the room so that worse bacteria can't get in.
what?
That's an actual science thing.
It
But-
is.
But basically, the idea of
It's like,
they're
oh, it's a
doing
Simpsons thing.
piracy.
He's so sick that he can't get any sicker.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like by defeating them, you might create a power
Right,
vacuum
I know.
that someone worse would.
It just sounds.
Onan chimes in and says, "Settle a bet for us.
We.
If someone from an enemy ship goes overboard, should you pick them up or not?"
She thinks about it and says, "Is it a beautiful lass?"
It's a regular, generic old person.
She thinks about it and says, "I'd likely pick them up. Dying by drowning in the ocean's not a good way to die. But if they did something against my crew, I would throw them over and let the sea take them.
Okay.
Umber Lee, the bitch queen, would have her way."
I'm going to sense motive on that one. But that answer is pretty good. Sense motive. I only have a +8.
Ah, Lauren, you're saying you could try to get them to work for you guys.
That's true.
It seems like she is actually answering truthfully. She has some kind of sense of some kind of code of honor that involves not letting strangers die in terrible ways on the ocean, but sometimes inflicting those horrors upon people who have violated that honor.
Mm.
I mean, that's lawful enough. Good enough. Because that's
That's just
actually
good
one of
sense.
the, that's actually like in the naval code, I think. About not letting people drown, even if they're of enemy ships
Yeah.
or enemy countries.
So Ellen and several of her crew come on to the shore.
So this thing is thawing, right?
It's currently thawing.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Onan just taps it and casts the spell Shatter.
I want to go to. I primed an action grapple.
Okay.
Oh, I would hit you with Fortune first.
Oh, can
Then
I
you'd
do,
have at
can I
least one.
cast detect magic?
Yeah. The first round, you detect that yes, there is magic.
Yay.
There's 3 rounds.
There is magic in this universe. This is not.
There are 5 different magic auras currently on or inside the clam. And on the 3rd round, let's see. Actually, roll a 5 spellcraft checks.
5? Okay.
Because you're going to try to identify bits about each one, yes?
Okay. Hmm.
One isn't an automatic failure. Okay. So, firstly, you detect your frost magic, your ice magic, the icy prison. Next, you detect the clam itself is actually quite powerfully magical. And then you detect 3 signatures inside. One of them seems to be a protection spell on something. It's an abjuration spell of some sort. One is an incredibly powerful thing we get that is likely the pearl itself. And then you detect an offensive spell. Some kind of evocation spell that's primed. So something has a defensive spell, and these spells are inside the clam, not on the clam. Oh, sorry, you detect 6 ores. There's also the protection against cold that you've put onto the
Oh
clam.
yeah.
So there's something primed in the clam? Is that
Yep.
what you're saying?
All right. Well, everyone, get your dispels ready.
Didn't bring one.
Everyone who has dispel, get it ready.
Nope.
Do I have?
Actually, I wonder, could we dispel through the clam?
I think Dispel requires a line of effect,
Okay.
and you can't do that through a closed clam.
Oh, have we moved Earth yet?
Yes, you moved Earth.
Okay.
That's why the
That's
clam is on the island. You guys
Yeah.
didn't see Elan the Generous and the Bountiful Booty until you guys had moved the Earth,
Okay.
the island.
So,
Well,
shall we open it and try to dispel? Those of us who can.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
I'll put up a shield as well.
All right. Who can dispel? Just so I'm clear on that.
Me.
Oh, right. If you rage everyone and everyone takes a swing, everyone can dispel.
Yeah, but you need to hit the sources directly, right? You can't just smack the clam.
No, you
shell.
can smack the effect. So if it's a trigger,
No, but they're all inside.
right? But when we open it, it might shoot out. I'm assuming this is
Alright,
trapped.
we'll see. I assume the source of the trap is well inside and out of melee reach.
Well, then it would be too far for detect magic.
Mm.
Isn't that a short range?
Even short range is still like
No, isn't it like 30 or 60 feet?
should be about 60 if it's short range. Let me check. Dispel magic. Range 220 feet. It's medium.
Oh, okay. Well, we can still... I think it would be safe raging, and then if something does attack us...
Yeah, we get a bonus on the saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, may as well.
So we'll crack it open, and yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna go invisible, just as a precaution.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just bum rush whatever's in there.
Okay. So all of you get ready.
Oh, that,
You're
that shield
prepared.
of
Move
faith is
yourself.
gone, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we took too long.
Wait, did I actually need to fortune you down underwater? Because I only get to use that once per day on.
You
A given
wouldn't
target.
have, because it's not a check that you can roll for.
Okay, I figured it was a grapple check then.
No.
It's a grapple check now, I guess.
I don't even know if this is a check, but I can keep trying if it's not going to move.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck it,
the
we'll
the
just-
clam is now like the ice is cracking and breaking off of it in the warm ocean sun. The clam starts to move. A tongue darts out. Who's on the bird?
almost everyone.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody. Yeah.
Everyone but Laura. And I guess Fane.
The tongue misses. As
Akane grabs it by the tongue.
Oh,
you succeed.
Yeehaw! Start yanking it up.
As you yank it up, the shell eventually like tenses and then flops, and then eventually flops. So actually, it's gonna try to break out.
Oof.
Does that
No.
break out of your?
Oh
grapple?
god, that's a big grapple. I can't do this very long.
Well, that's why you need glue
I
seal.
know,
Eh?
I need glue seal.
well, let me put blue seal on you. Or on the enemy?
No, put it
On
on
the
the
top.
claws.
On the claws. Alright, I will put glue seal on the claws if we're not at initiative order yet.
Okay. Well, it's currently just like I don't know how you guys would help. I assume that you aren't trying to kill the clam.
No,
I mean-
not
No.
yet.
Suppose I should
So-
put air breathing on it by this point.
Does it actually speak? Is it intelligent enough to speak?
You guys never tried.
Let's try. Let's try.
Have
I'm
the,
gonna put air breathing on it to keep it from panicking as it tries to speak.
Okay, the tension it has fades a little bit, and
Can my
what language are you going to try to use to speak to it? Are you going to try to speak to it through Chelsea's cat?
Yeah, I'll speak to it through the cat.
Most logical.
Would the cat just know? Or do I have to declare language here?
Nope. The cat has true speech, so any living, let's see, true speech, Pathfinder, true speak. No.
Tongues? I think you're looking for tongues.
No, it's a racial ability of the cat.
Oh, okay.
Silver and she. I don't know how to spell your cat's creature's name.
Let's see if I have it on my sheet. Companion creature.
Sylvan she. Okay. Celestial Inferno. True speech. It also has speak with animals as well, because why not? Speak with animals, but it's a free action, does not require sound. All agathons can speak with any creature that has a language as though the tongue spell. This ability is always active. Okay, so your cat starts speaking to it. What do you want? What do you want to say to this giant clam that you've just kidnapped?
So I guess I would say, please accept our most humblest apologies, friend. We are not here to harm you in any way. We just want
I want to be inside you, baby.
I know, pretty much. You have within your possession something that we seek and that could save lives. It's very important to our survival. Please calm down and let us go about this peacefully, I guess is what I say.
Okay. Roll a diplomacy check. As you aren't trying to lie and you aren't trying to scare it.
Oh. That's my diplomacy, right? Not my cat's.
Technically, your cat, as you're familiar, would use your skill ranks and its charisma modifier.
Okay, so if my diplomacy is
How many ranks do you have in diplomacy?
13? Oh,
Uh,
five.
Okay.
And then it's charisma base, or
It's a modifier, so that would be.
one? It's just one.
Oh, okay. So you get to roll 1d20 plus 6 to have your familiar speak with it. Remember, your familiar can also make knowledge checks using your skill ranks and its intelligence. So you effectively have 2 attempts at knowledge checks. The clam seems relatively unmoved, and your cat translates what it says back to you guys. Return me to my depths. My insides are my insides, and if it was supposed to be inside me, it is inside me.
That logic is flawed. But okay.
It's a clam. It's not an intelligent creature. It's intelligent for a clam, but it is still a clam.
What's the plan, guys?
You could try again.
Sounds being a dick.
Try to convince it.
Yeah.
Feel like you don't want to have this pearl inside you.
I mean,
You don't want to buy a death stick.
Could it?
Oh, you know, if you guys had the prince, this would be
If-
easy.
Literally just suggestion for charm animal. Which I mean, any of us could have, or some of us could have prepared, but
Gonna say not any of us.
I guess I'll just say, please listen to us. We need your help, and then we will return you to your depths.
Okay, roll a diplomacy check again. It can't really attack.
I'm not
because
really
it
doing
is-
well here.
I'm amazed at how well it's able to speak with its tongue being held.
Well,
by a
to be
bird.
fair, it's
That's
mumbling, and the cat is like translating.
Yeah,
Ian,
okay.
was it mumbling in Aquan or?
It's as of speak with
Okay.
animals.
Never mind then. We should let it know that even if we did put it back, others would come for the pearl and
And
That-
kill him. Okay.
kill it.
All right, then I'll say that, and I'll say, if you do not sacrifice what you hold within you to us, then others will come, and they will be not as forgiving with your life as we are. We do not want to hurt you.
Okay, roll an intimidate.
Oh, okay.
Well, because you're kind of saying, do this or else worse things will
So
happen.
take the rank of that, and
Yep, and then do the charisma modifier of your cat.
all right. Fuck.
The clam is just not intimidated by your cat. The clam it isn't saying anything in response. It's just trying to get out of the grapple.
Actually, would have been
Okay.
fine without the glue seal.
What would it have to reach?
41 normally, it would be 51 with the glue seal.
Okay.
Glue seal's good.
Yeah, dang.
I actually want an item of glue seal that I need you to make for me.
Yes, that's why I thought to bring Lucille along. I didn't know that was a spell.
It's really fucking. Those low level spells are so good sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I can't actually take back my water or air breathing at this point, can I?
No.
Are you guys just gonna strength check its mouth open?
I mean, if she can't get, do you want to try one more time and then we'll? We could offer it something. I don't know what we'd offer
Yeah.
it, but we could try and make a
Oh.
deal.
Okay, well, we'll appeal to its sense of being a dumbass clam. It will take its giant pearl, and we will give it a new single grain of sand with which to build something even greater.
Sure.
Yeah?
I mean, it could,
Yeah, that's the thing
yeah.
clams do.
Yeah. If this works.
Try that, Fane.
It's real dumb.
Wait, so what are you going to try?
We want to trade its current celestial pearl of godly luck and that for a grain of sand with which it can make something even better, being such a great clam as it is.
How? What?
We could also ask it if it wants anything.
What could a clam want?
I don't know, but maybe only the
It wants to
clam
not
would
be a
know
clam.
what the
That's
clam
me.
would want.
All the clam could want is to not be a clam. That's the fate of being a clam.
Polymorph. There we go. You're a human,
levels.
Clammy.
What level spell is polymorph? 5.
Yeah, do it. Make it a.
We could wait tonight.
We could give it a moment to walk and breathe air as a human would.
Hey, and if we polymorph it, what happens to the pearl?
We could get it to throw up.
No.
Experience this
thinking it would just
wonder.
fall
Blah,
to
blah,
its
blah.
side. I was hoping it would just fall to its side, but yeah. Yeah, it's just still stuck inside.
I cannot spell canning.
Damn.
Polymorph.
We can do polymorph tomorrow.
We're not gonna wait until tomorrow. Like
That's
as
the
we're talking
plan.
amongst ourselves, there's like a bunch of women pirates just kind of watching us. Like, what are they doing?
I think we're gonna have to. We may have to break inside.
I guess I could try one more time and just ask.
Try one more time.
Did
Third time's the charm.
anyone?
Do you want
Did
to
it
live or
respond?
not?
Care about living and making babies.
Did it not respond to the grain
No,
of
it
sand
didn't.
trade idea?
I don't think we
Well,
tried that.
Crappy
No,
clam.
we didn't try.
You didn't try it.
What
What
was
we're
the
waiting
idea?
for. Try it. If it wants to trade its celestial pearl for a grain of sand with which to make greater pearl.
Okay, so I asked that.
That's a. I guess it's a diplomacy or a bluff
It's a
check.
That's
diplomacy.
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 It's a
yeah.
bad deal, but
It's
it's
a bad
It's more like
deal.
an intelligence check on part of the clan to see if it'll. I guess we're trying to goad it into making this decision.
Ah!
Oh shit!
It thinks about it. It says, I will have to consult the person inside. And then it sort of starts mumbling.
Person.
May we talk to the person inside?
Are you gonna ask it that?
I can't.
Is there anyone else intelligent that we could talk to?
Well, it says there's a guardian that I have accepted inside myself.
Is really
It
good?
guards the treasure within. Okay, so it consults and then it says, the guardian within said that is a silly idea. And that I should not accept such things.
There's a guardian inside.
It does not break out.
Move to pin.
Yep.
I don't. The strange thing about glue seal, you don't actually get any benefit to your grapple, just to people trying to get out of your grapple.
Mhm.
I don't know if a 47 is good enough to pin.
No, it isn't,
Well,
but it doesn't break the grapple.
No.
Okay. Uh, Elan the Generous, the pirate captain says, "Seems like you're having a little bit of trouble with that clam. I know a thing or two about clams myself. I might be able to get it to open."
Is this whole pirate thing just like a layered and nuance of
Innuendo.
Only if you want it to
Probably.
be.
innuendo? Okay.
Just thickly layered innuendo
I
until
just
someone brings it up.
I just assumed from the get-go that that's exactly what this was.
Yeah.
So, what did she say again?
That she knows a thing or two about clams, and she knows a way she might be able to get it to open.
Be our guest, I guess.
Ellen goes up to the clam, starts climbing up the clam, and then, then calls one of her mates over, and she tells her mate, "Put this clam to sleep." And the mate seems to cast a spell, and we'll see if the clam resists. Nope. That is... The clam does not resist and falls asleep.
Yay.
We could have done that.
Well, how come no one said anything?
Yeah. I can only have the world react to what you tell me you do.
Like, if anyone had a sleeping spell, that would have been really great.
I
I don't have something like that though.
You know, I could have something like that, but I didn't.
All right, so the clam's asleep.
Mhm.
That's. I guess let's crack it open at this point.
I guess, choose someone to roll a strength check, and then you guys can help with the strength check.
Oh, get that rage going, because we might need to protect ourselves. From some
Okay,
spells.
strength check time. Now is the
Rage.
time. for the
Yes.
Stupid luck bonus.
Yes.
That's alright.
I believe Akane would be the best primary.
Yeah, I think so.
45
You
strength.
got your luck
currently.
bonus. You got your luck bonus re-rolls.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to help can roll their own strength bonus, and as long as you roll a 15 or over, you give +2 to the primary persons.
Do we just roll it?
You roll 1d20 plus your strength modifier.
Let's see.
You actually helped.
I know. She's strong.
So strong. So swole.
Rukong, I don't think could statistically help.
It's technically possible.
Oh,
Damn,
it's close.
it was close.
Ha! It's all about leverage.
Actually, Rukong, if he'd accepted rage into his heart, could use the strength surge and get plus
Oh,
11
shit.
to this check.
Oh, you know
I
what?
didn't think of that. He's usually
Plus 12.
ragey.
I'm not gonna bother. Next round, if we need to.
He would
we'll do it.
absolutely. He would absolutely have taken strength. Bro, Kong helps. Despite. I don't know how exactly, but he does.
Mazgus is gonna hold the spell. He's not gonna help with the heavy lifting.
Okay. I guess roll crack that clam. Okay, that's Akane's strength check. Okay. You open the clam, and there is a mer person. Top half is a fish, bottom half is a
God damn it!
is a man. It's a merman.
Nun just says, "Have you been in here without air breathing this whole fucking time?"
And the merman unleashes an attack.
Dispel.
Or Moscas, are you going to try to dispel it?
I
Okay.
always forget how dispel
roll-
works.
You're actually doing the proper counterspelling. Welcome to the world of counterspelling. Roll your caster with d20 plus your caster level versus his, and
All right.
you'll see if you stop.
That's okay.
It's okay, but unfortunately not enough.
No.
I guess the merman shoots it up. And everyone roll a reflex save as a giant little ball of lightning shoots up and explodes.
Reflex save?
Reflex save. I know, many of your favorite saves.
Is that the... That's total, right?
Total. Yeah.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Ocean man, take me by the hand to the
Oh,
promised
actually, that should
land.
be +9, so it's 27.
Ah, okay. Okay, Alexandra takes no damage. All of you, except for Chelsea. Actually, Chelsea, Mosgus, and Onan will take full damage.
no.
Everyone else takes half.
But Kong has improved agility, or whatever
I
it
have my
is.
shield too.
Improved evasion. Yeah.
Oof.
Holy crap.
70. Ignore the 0.5.
That's a lot of damage.
70 electricity damage, and those who pass take 37.
Wow.
Almost dead.
Okay. Yep, same.
Ellen the Generous. Let's see. Does she make her reflex save? Yes. Does her crewmate? No. the crewmate slumps unconscious and slides gently off the clam, hitting into the sand below. Ellen says, "Fucking merman. This is the last time I will be fucked by a merman." She draws a rapier.
Initiative?
Initiative.
Okay. So Ian, I didn't have all those buff spells because I took 6 charges of glue seal instead because I'm an idiot.
Yep.
I'm going to live with that, and I'm going to replace my normal bonus with the +8 from my, like the +8 before I roll something, the human feat. One I usually use on dispels. So.
Oh my god, your initiative is, like, not stupid high.
I know. It's only a kind of stupid high. With its plus
Okay.
17.
Anan is 26. Mosgus is 25. Shuck T is 17. Sarah. Alexandra, I do believe your initiative is actually +8, not +6. No, not +7. Because your dexterity modifier should be +8. But that doesn't fully matter right now. Okay, you're a bit too shocked by what was thrown to actually.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Yes. 14, and then Lalara is 2.
Be right back.
Okay. You have a little bit of time. Elan. Okay, and the clam is asleep. So it is. Ah!
No, he's not going to just cast twice consecutively, is he?
No.
Okay.
Because that's what would be called a dick move. Okay, one of you, half of you just die. Make new characters. No, the Merriman screams in Aquan. So anyone who knows Aquan will understand this. He screams, "The pearl is mine to protect. You will not take this pearl from me." And then unleashes a primal scream. A magical primal scream. Everyone roll will saves.
You said he
Actually,
wasn't
the
gonna-
only one who doesn't is O'Nunn. Because you're more than
Hey.
40 feet away.
She's got like the highest will save in the party, though. So it's not-
I got a plus
This
16.
is magical, so if you've accepted rage into your heart, you do get a bonus.
Okay. She's plus 14 naturally.
I'm plus 16.
Chelsea, you're fine. Oscus, you're fine.
Plus 6 plus how much from rage? 4? 3?
4.
Can you still
Four,
cast
okay.
in the rage? If you're
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
That's why you don't rage
Right.
if
Okay, monkey's fine. Why? I don't even need to roll for the monkey. That's a wasted 20.
You'll never see it again.
Goodbye, 20. Bye. There's one
Okay.
that's coming up because of this. I know it. Feel it in my bones.
Actually, everyone but Alexandra passes. Alexandra.
explodes.
You are staggered, so can only take a standard or remove action for 4 rounds. And then the merman clutches its pearl. What you gonna do? What you gonna say?
Damn, 4 rounds is a lot.
Rounds is a lot. Oh, no, it is your turn. You're currently on a
Okay.
bird. Technically, everyone should actually be. Yeah, whatever. The bird is grappling the clam.
I'm close enough.
Okay.
Or something.
So she produces from her hand the spell, Slay Living. The monkey quickly grabs it up and begins to fly. And this time she jumps away from the bird to try to get some distance from the party.
Chuck
And
and
the
roll.
monkey will deliver his charge. No, he casts his paladin pose of power first for grace,
Grace,
and
yeah.
then plus what does a charge attack? Plus 24. That I think is a hit.
Back.
But he's
It is.
the pearl of luck, though.
Be 6 plus.
It's a fortitude save, yes?
Yes.
Okay. It passes.
It passes, so I think it's half damage.
Okay.
And that's that turn, because I can't, like, charge and put on the Silence Aura, unfortunately. Next turn, though.
Oh,
Why's he a foot away?
Silence Aura would have been a better.
Nah. Nah.
He just almost killed us.
Okay, Mosgus, it is your turn.
Alright,
Your
I'm
bird is
I'm gonna cast.
actually
Sorry.
it is.
I'm gonna cast
This is your
cure serious wounds on myself. Cause ow.
Oh, Ellen the Generous. God damn it.
You finally got it! I've been making lesbian pirate puns this entire time.
Yep.
Thank you.
I honestly thought it was a subconscious thing.
I knew it was. Come on. I knew it was on purpose.
I don't know how I didn't notice it.
I thought you were talking about Elon from Order of the Stick.
Well,
I couldn't make it Ellen because that's way too obvious, so I did the French word élan, which is charge.
speaking of charging, gonna charge. Hopefully this doesn't get... Oh, I cannot pretend I'm charging because I'm under the clam. And this is with the bird. That is a hit. Gonna go for a grapple because the clam's asleep.
With your yes, you do hit with the grapple. Okay.
I suppose I should roll the monkey's regular attack damage. It could be important.
It's just a merman. It shouldn't have a lot of health.
So are you gonna go and murder it, or are you gonna, now that you have it grappled, like interrogate?
I mean, I'll probably move to pin it the next turn.
But it's
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Add 5 to that foot.
But the question I now have for you guys is, do you kill it or not? Or do you say you want it dead? Because it's Ellen's turn.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not trying to spare it.
Ellen just lost a crewmate, so
Yep. She's
It's
gonna...
playing lethal, we're playing lethal.
She goes over to it. It's currently grappled.
can't do
He
much.
says, no one hurts one of my crewmates and lives without at least a scar. And she stabs it with a rapier.
$50 damage. Oh,
Hit. On D6 plus 9 plus 7d6. 42 damage.
it's actually quite a lot.
As
She's a rogue, isn't she?
of course she is.
Or maybe a swashbuckler.
Maybe a
Oh, yeah.
swashbuckler. And the merman looks like it's nearing death. Shakti, it is your turn.
Hold on, coming. Sorry. I had to make sure the dog wasn't destroying things. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's near death.
I'm just gonna peer behind it, nothing personnel kid, and just stab it.
No.
It's a classic at this point.
Well, I mean, it could. But no. I want to try magic missile. I want to try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll 5d4 plus 5 damage.
Oh, it's fucking dead.
I have to play something from The Little Mermaid as you kill this merman.
Isn't it +5 per hit?
No, it's plus 1 per hit.
Oh, okay.
The merman dies, bloody and unloved on the surface of the water, just as it lived. Clutched in his hand is a blood-soaked pearl.
Oh, this is so poetic.
We take it out of the clam because we're not gonna do this in the clam.
Take it out of the clam. Ellen looks at that pearl and goes, So that's it. So that's the treasure. It's definitely not that merman. She pokes the corpse with her rapier one more time.
I'm
She
gonna
makes
use
sure it's dead.
Breath of Life and Heal to help out the most wounded people. I'm gonna throw heal
Doesn't
on.
Breath of Life resurrect or no?
Yeah, but
can.
it also still heals like 5
No,
d6.
couldn't you actually do that to the fallen?
Yeah, the pirate.
Yeah.
Why would I want to?
What? Aren't you a
Well,
cleric?
I'd have to get there within a turn.
You
Yeah.
would have a turn.
I will
No, that's not the
teleport you.
person. Below.
Oh, the fallen crew member.
Yeah, the crew member.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the fucking fish.
No. Yeah, let's fight him
No one
again.
loves a merman.
Like that was too easy.
Have you ever drunk Bailey's out of a shoe?
Yes, I will go and heal the injured crew member.
Why you're over
Whichever one
there?
that was.
That's the dead one. Do you not see the dead one right here?
I really didn't. Okay, here we go.
He slumped off, or she slumped off the clam and everything.
Well, how am I supposed to?
But yeah, that would actually be within one turn.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
As you prepare magical CPR, you rub your hands together, put them on the kind of charred corpse, and roll. Let's see.
47 healing. And I'm going to use heal on myself because I am dying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal
She-
myself again.
Like gasps back to life, sees that you've like touched her, and like the healing magic is coming off in wisps in your hand. She looks up at you and she says, "Thank you." She like
No worries. Don't mention
gives
it.
you a weak tap on the cheek.
Don't mention it, but also don't betray us, please. Live a better life. Be even more merciful than however merciful you are right now. Thank you.
Ellen turns around to see you guys effectively stop her crew members from dying. She looks at the obviously magical pearl that has this green light, this like jolly green light coming from it. And she looks at her crew member now alive and she goes, "Take it. I won't ask for any more treasure. You've already given me one." She looks at her crewmate.
Aww. Is there any more treasure inside the clam, other than just the delicious hordes of clam meat?
That merman might have something.
It turns out the merman actually set up a small little like place here. The merman has a ring of sustenance on them. They have what appears to be a hammock.
Didn't Onan need a ring of sustenance?
I bought one.
Oh,
I caved. Now I regret it.
You regret everything.
It appears like this was a crazed merman, you maybe think sorcerer, that was living inside of this clam. Probably couldn't leave because of all the shark people around.
we should give him a proper burial.
A burial on land?
Yeah.
That's so mean.
You've seen the ugly side of the mer people. The merman.
Is this clam made of anything particularly interesting? Make some magic items out of it?
I mean, if you killed it, its shell would be ultra hard due to the age and size of the
I
clam.
suppose we could sell the clam.
But you could also
Or we
you
could just put it back.
I mean, we could. Mozgus personally doesn't care.
Maybe we want to put it back because we don't want to piss off the ocean too
We're at
much.
the war with the ocean, though.
That's true.
That's
Let's
very
take
true.
it. Take it as a trophy.
just
Well, if we
dumped
take
it on the
It-
imperial
It
capital.
could keep the assassins at bay a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
How are we gonna get this clam to the
I have no
Wouldn't it
idea.
make an excellent
actually.
ship, though, if you built it out of this clamshell?
Wow. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking. Oh, yeah.
I asked the pirate lady about that. Like what she thought.
I mean, they did help. But if we're being completely utilitarian, we should take it. Earn ourselves some respect for it.
No, rather like ask her what she thinks about like, do you think this could make good building material for a ship? Like,
Oh,
what would
yeah.
float?
She looks at it and she says, it would make good cladding for armor on the ship, but I don't think clams are naturally buoyant.
I suppose that makes sense.
I mean, I've heard of strange rumors of a ship made of metal, and metal usually sinks. So it seems like shipbuilding is getting stranger every day. Although if you did cast light an object on it, she starts considering.
I'll tell you what, keep at least well, I guess we don't want to carry it while it's alive, right?
Probably
So-
not.
We can
Oh.
distribute out what we want to keep and what we don't want to keep here.
Yeah.
We can say, you know, hey, or take like an eighth of the shell, use it as your new mantelpiece
Ooh, what
to
if
reinforce your
we-
ship. The rest we'll take home. We don't need the meat either.
It would
It's-
actually. Well, if maybe if we get rid of the meat, we can slowly take it home.
Mhm.
It's really
Otherwise, I guess we just coat it in ice again, and so that'll make it float.
actually,
But
to
if
be
it's in the
honest,
shell, then it's
I
not buoyant.
think it would be a real hassle trying to get this thing home.
Yeah. Okay.
So we may as well just push it back in the water.
Well, maybe. Do you think
No.
there's any way to like make it into a magic item, like imbue it with some kind of magical quality that make it easier to transport it? Like make it a
We
magic
got that
item?
parchment paper
Yeah. Once it's dead, maybe.
that Ian liked to talk about at one point.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it was dead, you could do shrink item on it and reduce it by reduce it to a 12th of its current size.
Oh, that'd be reasonable.
I think
Yeah.
we should just return it to the ocean.
I'm okay with that.
Like,
It's
Sort
not
of
inherently
traumatic
magical,
experience.
so
I think we should just let it be.
Let it be.
this will be our diplomatic action with the ocean.
We
Is
should let them know it's our diplomatic action.
uprooting their holy site and not taking everything out of it.
We did not kill your holy site. You should be pleased.
Very pleased. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys hover it over the ocean and drop it.
It's more like just
Just shove it back
push
in.
it into
yeah.
the ocean again.
I kind of can't actually lift it in the air.
Okay, you shove it into the ocean. And Ellen looks as the clam as it sinks away, sort of just shakes her head. She turns to all of you and says, "You've been an honorable lot to deal with. I have an idea. If you ever need something more on the high seas, why don't you contact me? We might be able to work something out."
Oh, thank you.
She says, "I wasn't talking to you," as she looked at Laura.
Yes, silence, fool.
We would greatly appreciate that. She does like a curtsy.
Mozgus whispers,
Ellen
"We will
does a
speak
charming
later."
smile, picks up her crew member, and sort of goes back to the ship.
What did Moscus do?
He
Where?
whispered to you so she couldn't hear. "We will speak later about this."
I mean, if we're being honest,
Oh, lighten up, she says back.
Mozgus
we're talking about who should be the team
stares.
captain. I don't think Mozgus is exactly the best face of the organization.
Both literally and figuratively.
He stares
Knows
at
us to
both of
promote
you, and you are both shitting yourselves.
Yeah. he is
Somehow.
pretty scary. But ultimately, it is your character, so you can decide whether or not.
They're shaking.
Well,
They
it's
have the
like-
shaken quality at the very least.
Yes, you do.
Onan takes a step back, but the monkey just gets closer and more threatening and stares directly back.
Uh-oh, it's a stare off.
It's a stare off.
So you guys have a stare off, and then You're like, does someone want to teleport us off at this island?
I mean, I didn't bring a teleport spell.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Then on we go, Captain. Lead the way.
Okay, how close can you get to the capital? Ah, you guys could actually jump to the capital.
Oh, perfect.
Where are you guys going to jump to? I shouldn't presume that you're going to the capital.
I think the capital's a good
Mm.
spot. We also need to identify what the hell this pearl does.
Yeah. Who's our best bet for that? I guess
I mean, Lalara could probably
Alara
figure it
then,
out.
or just Lalara, yeah.
Yeah, I could.
But you probably, you would find out the most if you had some time in the identify spell to just get, like, actually look deep into this object and figure out exactly what it does.
We may want to spend a few days sorting. Is there anything we need to sort out in the capital, like administration-wise?
I guess we'll see if we get there.
Because I think our character should just spend like a rest period to do some crafting and things like that.
So, the question I have is, now that you've finished the clam side quest, if this is the Pearl of Luck, do you want to trade it to the... you'll find out what it is, but do you want to trade it to the dragons for more dragon-related body parts?
I mean, it depends on what it does, right?
You could
Yeah.
probably sell it at a capital
if you-
auction.
I mean, she's got to
for
figure it out. So, could
a
you
stupendous amount of
could
money.
you just tell us what it does?
It gives a +3 luck bonus on attacks, saving throws, and skill checks.
Ooh.
And once per day, it allows you to cast Moment of Prescience at caster level 20.
Dang.
So
What was that again? Prescience?
I put the link to the spell.
Ah.
Well, it's an hour per level, so it will effectively last the day. And to an insight bonus equal to the caster level, so 20, on any single skill check, attack roll, combat maneuver check, opposed ability check, or skill check.
Jesus.
Saving.
Yeah,
You
we're
could
not
just
we're not selling that or giving it up for anything
add
else.
20 to any roll.
But it
Plus
only
what's that
affects
already said?
one person.
Right. Oof.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. That's a level 8 spell. Jesus.
Level 20 caster level on it. That's a wrap.
Actually, I'm going to retract that. It's your hit dice as the caster level.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So it's more powerful the more powerful person has it.
Hmm.
So, because I want to figure out what you guys want to do for next week so I can prepare
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah.
That
You
is.
gotta hit the capital, I think.
Yeah, I think we should go to the capital. And I vote because I really have a lot of crafting I need to do. I would like to spend a few days.
We may
Yeah,
have some
I have some crafting as well.
capital related activities that may
Yeah.
await us there, and if not,
Some-
what would be our next item of interest?
I have some meetings.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. The next, now that you have a pearl, you could bring that to the Baelnorn and find the location of the other pearls. You could go after the Pearl of Balance,
Mhm.
which is
Get the
Or
last.
On a
the
date.
vestments of Telmec, if we
You
wanted
could
to go
go
after. If we wanted to calm Runavag, that would be the item to get.
Could also get the last dragon armor.
We don't know where it is.
you could likely go to the Baelnorn now that you have two of them and be like, hey.
Well, it's not like we're holding two of them.
Yeah, but you have the the knowledge is infused within you.
Okay. Actually, oh yeah, there's two more out there. We just can't find any of them.
I thought there were. Is there
Well,
three or
one of
four?
them's in the forests of Rochelle. which is the homeland of Shotgun.
No, there's nothing here. Like,
Oh, shit. Do I have this on the wrong layer? Yes, I do. Boom!
Oh, hey, look, this was. It's right there the whole
hey,
time.
I have a new goal.
We leveled up enough,
Oh,
and now we can see that quest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your level was not high enough to enter this area, but now it is. Yeah, that's my vote then.
Who? So
That, or you could try to meet Sargin to,
Yeah.
like, get them on your side for
Okay, let's hit
your
the capital.
amulet quest?
We'll learn about Sergeant while we're there. That's going to be Onan's goal, aside from crafting. And
Okay. Learn
also got to
about
interrogate those what's-its.
Those what's its?
No, the mercenaries.
Sargin and interrogate Prince's mercenaries. And craft stuff,
I'm gonna start crafting too.
capital stuff, and okay. So it seems like next session is going to be a lot about learning.
probably no fighting.
making stuff.
Probably.
Oh, you
And
never know.
I know there wasn't much fighting this time.
That's fine.
I-
We kind of did that on purpose. We avoided
Mhm.
fights instead of having them. But didn't even fight the clam.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to try to provide non-lethal solutions to things.
So we can get that achievement.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my. There will be less puns in the next upcoming sessions. I've been sitting on the Elan the Generous pun for at least a month.
Okay.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.